and welcome to a new vlog. If you're new to the channel, I'm Sarah and the other half of Adults in Disney is Jeff. And today we're going to be sharing with you a full tour of the Disney Magic cruise ship. This is similar to our resort review where we'll share everything from the dining, entertainment, pool and spa facilities on this ship. So we'll go through it all and we cannot wait to share it with you. It's time for another adventure. The Disney Magic was launched in May 1997 and is the first cruise ship owned and operated by Disney Cruise Line. We'll start off our kind of cruise review with a tour of the staterooms. We just made it into our room, so we have a veranda stateroom here on the Disney Magic, which means that you have like that deck outdoor space we'll show you at the end. When you first walk in, you're gonna have the bathroom, which is split, so I'll show you both those before heading into the bedroom space. So opposite the bathrooms, there is a little closet space, which I'll show you afterwards, but in here is gonna be like the main bedroom space. So you have the bed here. In the other little area, you're gonna have the couch, which will fold out into a bed. And then with the TV below that is gonna have a mini fridge. And then lastly, we'll show you out on the deck. Here's the deck area. Here's a few other details in the bathroom and throughout the stateroom. I will say that everything is still really nice, but you can definitely tell that the items in here are just a little bit more dated than the Disney Dream, which we've been on previously, but we're still really excited to be staying here. The cruise ship does also have laundry facilities, so you can come in and do laundry if needed during your cruise. It is an additional cost, but it's very convenient with the laundry machines located right by the rooms.
There are 3 pools here on the Magic. There's the adult area, there's I guess the main pool where everyone is, and then behind us is the children's pool. So you can kind of pick where you want to hang out.
The kids area has a lot of really fun details and places that kids can play and explore. My favorite part about this area is going to be the yellow slide, which is really fun. In addition, there's going to be some side pools which kids can play and explore, and there's also a splash zone, which is gonna have Huey, Dewey, and Louie. So if you have little ones, they can come in here and kind of run around and splash. Goofy's pool area is gonna be more the family area. This is going to have a screen which will play movies throughout the day. It's going to have one of the larger pools and then a lot of sitting areas. And this area is also going to have a more adult style slide. This slide is crazy. So you like stand and they close you in and then it drops to the floor but below you. It looks nuts. Lastly, there's going to be the adult area, so this is going to be an adult-only pool. There's a bar right here and also a lot of seating.
We're about to head up to Palo. It's the adult-only dining here on the Magic, and it's the only restaurant that is adult-only. It is a $45 charge if you want to do a prefix menu. They also have an a la carte option if you want to do that as well. I will show you what that looks like here shortly. We're really excited to check this one out.
Palo is going to be located on the top deck. Again, it's going to be adult only, which is really nice. The finishes are all beautiful, and I will have to say that the service was probably the best we've had, or one of the best we've had in Disney and on a Disney cruise. The details throughout here were really nice, and the food was also incredible. So we started out with just a little mushroom soup. We all went with a prefix menu, so Jeff started with some calamari, and I had mozzarella. Both of those were really good. Next, we went on to salads, and so I just did like a Caesar salad, and Jeff had more of a garden style salad. Both of those were really good. And for entrees, I did a pasta while Jeff went with chicken. Probably the highlight of the whole meal though was dessert. It was a chocolate souffle, which was outstanding, and the presentation of it was really good. But overall, we had an amazing time at this dinner. If you're looking for kind of a unique and special experience, an adult only experience, we would definitely recommend it. The Disney Magic is going to have 3 sit-down rotational dining locations, and they are all amazing. I'll share clips of each of those next, but they are going to be Rapunzel's Royal Table, Animator's Palette, which is a little bit different than the one that is on the Dream, and then Lumiere's. So they are really fun. You get to experience them all over your cruise, and we'll share them now. Animator's Palette was probably our favorite rotational dining. Everything starts off with animation sketches that are black and white, and then throughout the meal, the animations come to life and color is added. It was an amazing just kind of entertainment and show that you got with all of your food. So this one was just really, really good. But my favorite detail was that when you first sit down, you kind of draw an animation and then it comes to life, and I'll show you what that looks like next. Next up is Rapunzel's Royal Table. This one is going to be themed around Rapunzel and Tangled, and the theme is that you're celebrating Rapunzel's birthday, which was really fun. The details in here are great, but probably the best part is the show, so you get to hear lots of singing, Rapunzel, and some special guests, so I'll share a clip of that next.
I got a dream. I got a dream. She's got a dream. She's got a dream. I just want to see the movies and the queen. Yeah. Every passing hour, here's the line of my tower. Like all you let me know, I got a dream. She's got a dream. She's got a dream. She's got a dream. Got a dream. So I give her a kiss and really got a stream.
The last rotational dining is Lumiere's. This one I'd say has the least amount of theming. It's Beauty and the Beast themed. It's nice because you do have some windows that overlook out the ocean, and then you do have some Beauty and the Beast details, but this one I'd say is much more subtle out of the 3 rotational dinings. In addition to the rotational dining, there are other more like quick service convenient dining. So if you go up to the top deck, that's where the majority of those are going to be located. The main one is going to be called Cabanas. Cabanas is going to be very open air. It's going to be buffet style, and we primarily would go for breakfast, but you can also go for lunch. They're going to have everything from seafood to chicken to salads throughout lunch. They'll also have some stations that will sometimes rotate or change items, which is really nice. But it's fun to go in here if you want to just get a variety of stuff or try out a bunch of different foods. And for breakfast, it's also very convenient. So if you just want to pop up and grab something quick for breakfast, this can be a really nice option instead of maybe going to rotational dining. In addition to Cabanas, there's also some dining locations located around the pool area. These are really convenient if you're going to be out by the pool and you just want to grab something like a burger or salad, and they actually had really good food as well. The Disney Magic has a ton of things that you can do on the ship. They have movies that play throughout the cruise. There's different games and trivia. There's karaoke. There's happy hours. So if you're looking for something to do on the ship, there's just tons of options to pick from. There are a ton of different Disney characters to meet on the cruise ship. They have a bunch of different outfits, and all of the character interactions that we did were all amazing. So I would definitely recommend taking advantage of that on the ship. There are also a ton of different activities to do. So as I mentioned, there's things like trivia, there's bingo, there's different drink classes if you want to take some of those. A lot of them are going to be free, but some of them, such as bingo, are going to be extra costs. So we just stopped by the Buena Vista Theater. This is going to be one of 2 theaters you have here on the Magic. This one's going to do more videos, so like they're playing Encanto. The other theater is going to be the live action theater where you can watch things like the Rapunzel show. Right behind me is going to be the Walt Disney Theater. This is going to be where you can see the live action shows, for example, the Rapunzel musical. It is a beautiful theater, and we'll show you what the inside looks like next. We're now gonna go check out the Vibe area, which is gonna be one of the separate areas designated for kids or teens on the ship. So we'll go show you guys what that's like. Right now it's an open house, so that's the only time adults are allowed to go in there. We're just inside, so there's like areas for video games. There's a really nice view outside, and they also have some like old school like arcade type style games, so it's pretty cool in here. We're now gonna head into Edge, so this is just a small space for 11 to 14-year-olds where they can come and hang out. Again, right now it's gonna be open house, so adults are allowed in, but otherwise during the regular hours it's just set for the kids those ages. We're now exploring the other kids areas, which are the Oceaneer Lab and Club. So they're two separate areas, but there's a secret passage that connects them that the kids can take when they're here. So we'll show you both of those. These areas are gonna be for kids ages 3 to 12. This one's pretty relaxed. The other one I've heard is a little bit more interesting of things to check out. One detail that I love about the Kids Club, and I'm so glad we got to come in here and see, is that there's a bunch of SEA details in here. So this is a Society of Explorers and Adventurers, and this is gonna be a kind of hidden detail throughout a bunch of Disney parks and Disney cruise lines. So if you're interested in SEA, there's a ton of fun stuff you can find in here. All right, here we go into the Oceaneer Club now. Over in this area, looks like there's some characters. This is so fun. Good. Just making sure everything's all safe, well taken care of. Is one of you gonna borrow Iron Man's suit over there, or? Just, oh, I see, just display. Oh, it's prototype. Okay, that makes sense. This Toy Story area is just so cute. So I think it's my favorite area of this Oceaneers, but I absolutely love all the details in here. The Magic does also have some adult-only areas. Our favorite area is going to be this little spot near the pool. So it's an adult-only pool. You have Cove Bar, which is going to have like coffees and also turn into a bar later in the day. And then there's also Signals, which is going to be an adult-only bar right by the pool. The adult-only area is going to be designated with some signs that it's for guests that are 18 and older. There is a bunch of seating in here if you're looking for a quieter place to relax. Here's an overview from up above of what this area looks like. So there's also the pool and the hot tubs. And Signals is going to be the main bar space in here. So you can come, have a seat and have a drink, or you can also just walk up to the bar and get a drink to go if you prefer. In this area, there's also going to be Cove Bar. So Cove Bar is going to be a great spot if you're looking for a fancier, more Starbucks style coffee in the morning. So they have lattes and a whole bunch of different coffee items. You can grab the coffee, sit down in here and have it, or you can take it to go. One thing to note for Cove Bar coffees, while everything else coffee-wise on the ship will be included with your cruise, these specialty ones will be an extra cost. The Disney Magic has a bunch of different bars. There's a nice outdoor one in the adult area upstairs, and then also in this one area we're in right now has a bunch of other bars. So there's an Irish pub theme one, there's a Keys, which is a piano bar, and then Fathoms is another one we've been in lots for like trivia and bingo. O'Gill's is going to be the Irish style pub. We did get drinks in here primarily during trivia, so it was one of the locations for if you were looking to do trivia throughout the ship, but other times it was often used as just like a bar if you wanted to pop in and relax. This one is going to have some darker theming, but there are some windows that look out to the ocean, which I think is a really nice detail in here. The next bar in this area will be Keys. This will be the piano themed bar, and this one we did not have a chance to grab a drink in. However, we did at least pop in just to check it out, and the theming in here was really nice, very relaxed. Fathoms is going to be the primary space that we went to for trivia and bingo, but it also has drinks, so if you want to pop in here as well, you can. Promenade Lounge was probably the place that we got the drinks most frequently, so this is another one that was frequently used for trivia and games, but it's also a nice open lounge where if you just want to pop in and grab a drink. This one had a ton of seatings, was really convenient, and again was probably, for no particular reason, just ended up being the one that we ended up at the most. One thing we haven't talked about yet is the daily special drinks. So there are alcoholic drinks that you can purchase on board. The majority of them are going to be anywhere from like $10 to $15. However, every day they'll have an alcoholic drink of the day. We've tried them, a bunch of them throughout the trip. They have a wide variety, usually some kind of fruity drink, but those drinks will only be $6. We are just getting ready to head up to the spa. So the spa here has everything from manicures, pedicures, massages. They also have the workout space, but we're heading up right now to do the Rainforest Room. So this is going to be a private space that you can rent that's going to have rainforest showers and some relaxation areas. We did it on the Disney Dream and we loved it. It was a really nice way to kind of relax while on the cruise. The one here on the Magic is going to be a little bit smaller than the one that we did on the Dream, but we still just want to kind of have a chance to kind of take a break and relax on it. We'll share it all with you guys. And just a heads up for the price, it's going to be $175 for the whole private space. You can have, I believe, up to like 10 people, and it is going to be for an hour and 45 minutes that you get it completely to yourself. So we'll share that with you next. The Rainforest Room is going to have a separate door that's only accessible to guests who have access to it at the time that they've reserved. And in there, they'll provide ice water and lemon water for you to stay hydrated while you're enjoying your experience. There's going to be a variety or a bunch of seats, which are heated seats that you're welcome to relax in. They provide towels and robes for you to use while you're in there. And then there's going to be 2 different sauna spaces. One of them is very large, so it is a huge kind of sauna space if you want to go in and relax. The other sauna area is going to also be right in the Rainforest Room. That one's going to be a little bit smaller, but just 2 different style saunas if you want to use them. And then lastly, there are going to be in the back of this area all of the different rainforest showers. So if you want to go back there and enjoy those are also available to you.
We just finished up at the Rainforest Room, and it is smaller than the one on the Dream. There's no hot tubs. There's a couple, or I guess there's one less room and a few less of the waterfall rainforest type showers. But overall, it was fun. It was a nice place to relax, kind of just, it was a day at sea, so there wasn't a whole lot going on, and we enjoyed it. We had our 2 friends with us, so we just kind of all had about 2 hours worth of relaxation. If you have a longer cruise and you're looking for something to do, a day at sea or something like that, and I would check it out. I'd recommend trying it, especially if it's still a private experience. On a shorter cruise where there's a lot of stuff going on and it's a new ship or something like that, I might choose to skip it in favor of just exploring the ship or going ashore in one of the different places. But I'm glad we did it here on the Disney Magic. It was a lot of fun, and in the future, if it's a longer cruise, I probably would do it again.
In addition to the Rainforest Room, the spa also offers a variety of different services. There is the spa where you can get massages. They have couples massages and also certain relaxation rooms that you can book in here. In addition to the massages, there's also a full service salon. If you're looking for any of those services, you can come in and inquire about those. Those are going to be primarily extra cost. However, in here is also the fitness center. The fitness center is included and free for all guests on the ship, so if you're looking to work out while you're on your cruise, this is available. They had some fun, like a little hidden Mickey detail in here. They had a variety of different machines that you can use, but the best part was you had a nice view if you were using some of the equipment. In addition to working out in the fitness center area, there is also a jogging path that goes around the whole ship. So if you want to go for a run around the ship, you can also do that as well. And then lastly, when it comes to being active, there are some sports areas on the top deck. So there's everything from foosball to basketball courts. They also have free yoga and Pilates classes in the morning if you're looking to do any of those. There are different shopping opportunities on the Magic. So Whitecaps is going to be one of the shops that you can have. It's going to have a variety of different merchandise in here, so everything from t-shirts, so they have some really cute cruise related t-shirts, and then they also had things such as little art that tied to like Castaway. They had some stuffed animals on this side, though the vast majority of those were going to be found in the other store, and then of course some Magic specific merchandise like the Spirit jersey. Across from that store is going to be Mickey's main sales, so this is going to have a lot more of the kids items, but in here they also have a bunch of different merchandise. So if you're looking to shop on the Disney cruise, one thing to be aware of is that these Disney shops are going to only be open when you're at sea. So when you're docked at port, they close up the shops, so just be aware of that if you're looking to buy some Disney merchandise while you're on your cruise. We just wanted to share our thoughts on the cruise overall. We had an amazing time. So this was a 5-night cruise on the Disney Magic, and this was easily the longest cruise we've done, but we had a great time. The days at sea were still really fun. There was lots of things to do, and overall we really enjoyed the ship. So this is a much smaller ship. It was the first ship out of the Disney fleet, and we weren't sure how that would be, but we actually found that we really enjoyed the small ship. It's easy to get places. There's still plenty of things to do. The dining rotations, the theming of them, the food was all fabulous. Honestly, those were probably better than the dining rotations that we had on the Disney Dream. The shows were fabulous. So both of the live action shows were great on this ship. I probably like those more than the one on the Disney Dream, but it was great. Overall though, if you're asking me, is the Disney Dream better or the Disney Magic better, which are the two Disney cruises we've been on, it's honestly a coin toss. So the Dream is bigger, it has just more space, I guess. And so that also has some of its charm and characteristics there, but the Magic, I honestly liked it a lot more than I thought I would. But overall, we had an amazing time. Thank you so much for following along with us, and we can't wait to take you on our next adventure.